Hi guys, welcome to this full moon reading for the full moon in Libra on the 7th or 8th of April. I'm going to draw some cards just to see what messages come up, what energies we might be dealing with. I have the King of Cups. I think this full moon is going to be for a lot of us a period of healing and transformation and around our emotions. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Breaking free from old structures and the old ways of doing things, seeing things, coming more into balance and into tune with our emotions and not suppressing them. I have the Seven of Swords. So also the old way of doing things and handling ourselves, which we were kind of like programmed to believe that that was the right way of doing things, was basically very malicious actually towards others, because most of us never really learned how to deal with our emotions in a more constructive way. So that made us to project onto others, and that way harming others basically, and kind of like robbing ourselves from a more balanced existence. So this is a period, Libra, it's also about righteousness and fairness, to set things right, and mostly in regards to our emotions, things that have been suppressed or hidden underneath the surface. The Moon in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse. So a lot of emotions coming up to the surface, and a lot of us trying to find a way to heal these emotions and in that way create a more positive future for ourselves. So I have two sevens. It's basically our own emotions and our own old ways of handling things, relationships, situations in our lives, forming obstacles. So this full moon is all about balance and healing those stuck emotions that were hidden or suppressed and kind of like unconsciously blocking our own balance. And then I have the Knight of Swords and the Five of Swords. Getting more in tune with a different side of ourselves, like a side of ourselves that's more more loving, more intuitive, more nurturing, and cutting away or breaking bonds and ties with whatever does not resonate with that potential. So the more balanced potential that we actually deep down want to move towards. Breaking away from things that in the past might have given us feelings of passion and desire. Moving towards something that's more equal and serving us in the long road, in the future. Excuse my stumbling weird sentences, but I'm trying to like process and then process the messages that come through the cards and then express them in a like right way. Five of Cups. So again, a lot of old emotions are coming to the surface, and this can be emotions. So I have the Five of Swords and the Five of Cups. Could be around just sadness, depression, around something or someone that was cut off, or someone that might have broken the ties with you, or might have betrayed you in some sort of way, or maybe you have betrayed somebody else, or that person feels as if you have, because you have cut the ties. But this was necessary just to, in order for both of you to move forward into a more serving future, of a future that was more aligned with, yeah, your own, with your true purpose and your true desires that were hidden before. So those are coming up. So you're getting more clarity into why certain people had to be released from your life. Three of Cups in reverse, why certain friendships, relationships had to end, basically. So the Three of Cups, if it was upright, it would have been a coming together, celebrating and being happy, harmonious. Things weren't, so they had to end, basically. So I'm getting that with this full moon, the emotions around a certain situation, around feelings not being expressed, emotions being unbalanced, and in that way betraying or feeling betrayed, are coming up to the surface in order for us to clear and heal and come to a new understanding around living our lives more balanced and more empowered. Ace of Wands in reverse. So these emotions need to be addressed first. These feelings need to be transformed and healed in order for us afterwards to come to a new beginning, and a future that is more aligned with our true selves, our path, our life path, and our creative force, our creativity, basically. We want to move forward into a way that is more beneficial to creating, instead of staying stuck in a situation that in the end, if you're really being honest and look within yourself, was not giving you that emotional fulfillment, balance, and joy in the end that you actually kind of want for yourself right now. Ten of Pentacles. So when the emotions that are keeping us stuck or blocking us, or are still blocked within us, once we work with that, work through that, the future is going to be more stable and promising. Ten of Pentacles. And more aligned with the vision you actually have for yourself, your life, around how you want, how you believe that family life should be. So a lot of, again, feelings, emotions around family life. Knight of Wands, and where your passion truly lies. Knight of Swords, making decisions and just going for it, basically. Moving forward, feeling confident to build a new future, build a new life. And the Justice card. So this is the Libra card. And it's very much also about righteousness, fairness, things becoming more clear for yourself, how you want to proceed from here after losing a person or an image also around a relationship or your life in general. Just getting in touch more with what it is you truly want. Seven of Cups in reverse. So letting go of illusions around what other people might think or say about your life, about that relationship, about the choices you're making. The Hierophant in reverse, breaking free from old structures, beliefs around family life, around also the division of like the role a man should play and a woman should play. These separate, like these beliefs around the separateness between man and woman, and just created imbalance. And this is exactly what it is we're healing from. In order for us to, Ace of Cups, King of Swords, and the Fool in reverse, to get a new beginning in love, in life, in general. And the key is to not let your emotions overwhelm you, Queen of Cups, to just find that peace from within in order to deal with whatever comes to the surface, and not beat yourself up or bring yourself down just because you're feeling all these things. Try not to suppress your feelings, but also try not to be overwhelmed by them. Just try to let them flow through you. Emotions come and go. They're not who you truly are. And you're not like a bad person or whatever it is you feel for feeling these emotions. Two of Wands. Deep down, you know what it is that you want. Deep down, you know who it is that you want. And what it is that you want basically comes down to peace. Whereas that past relationship, person, situation you were in that you cut off and had you feeling betrayed, basically wasn't what you wanted or what you needed. What it is you want is way more fulfilling, creative, and of service to humanity. It's just a whole different way of seeing things and living your life in a way more peaceful and stable way, instead of bullshit. The past was full of bullshit and you don't want that anymore. You want to be strong and feel strong and be balanced in your own self, but there's still some anxiety and kind of like depressing thoughts going through your mind. Try to detach from your mind, going within, and without suppressing your emotions. Detaching actually means you're not being swept away by what it is you feel and think. So meditation is the perfect way to create that. I wanted to say I'm going to draw a couple of moon cards, but they already flew out. I have the snow moon. Give me some time to translate. This is about what's that word? Wow. Sprout? Yes. Sprout. So like growing from seeds being planted. Yes. So the emotions, this is a very beautiful metaphor. Like the emotions that were hidden underneath the surface, they were actually kind of like sewn into the dirt, and the dirt was actually the they feel like the dirt are the like the negative side of the emotions and the situations around that in your life. So it could be the relationship I was talking about from your past that actually gave you this feeling of like mental chaos and just the need to cut that out of your life. That was necessary in order to help you grow. So I'm getting that visual of like the little seed that was planted now has the fertility to start growing, and that is the phase that you are in right now. So we have the Ace of Wands, that's a new beginning. Then the Seven of Pentacles, that's like a beautiful garden that is going to emerge from all of the bullshit you went through, basically. Wow, that was hard to like express in a nice way, but forgive me, like English is not my first language. I'm trying to like process the messages that come through the cards, but it's beautiful. So there's a new beautiful beginning, a loving, balanced beginning for you on the horizon. And like the sadness, the depression, and the chaos and bullshit, the shit you went through was necessary. There's this saying, no mud, no lotus. So without the trauma and shit you have to go through in life that bring up all these emotions that we actually do not want and do not really know how to handle in an adequate way, this period is perfect to start doing that, to start handling your emotions in a different way. And after that, a beautiful new beginning, a beautiful new life is awaiting for you. So 10 of Pentacles, an abundant life and just a more balanced life is awaiting for you, a complete new beginning, which is beautiful. But what is necessary is still Nine of Swords and the Four of Swords, that you go through that. You go through the emotions and you let them be there and you don't suppress them. Otherwise, they're just gonna come back again and again. And actually, you are betraying yourself if you do not handle your feelings and your true feelings. So you really have to start becoming more honest with yourself and going within. Take the rest that is necessary in order to deal with these emotions that are definitely going to come up in this period. So the description with this card is, we are magic and we are here, yes, we are here to have a human experience. So I think this is very much talking about the emotions that I was talking about, like the human experience. The human experience exists of having emotions and going through different waves of feeling and being. And what we do as humans, because we are not as capable as we should be or should try to be in handling these emotions and detaching from them and being just the observer of your reality, and in that way keeping that inner peace and balance in order to create your own future. Queen of Cups is a very balanced woman in this case. So observe yourself and try to distinguish between reaction and creation. So this is beautiful. Let me find a way to translate it. going through the emotions that come up in this period will give you the opportunity to create your best life afterwards, but you have to go through it. That's basically the message. Four of Swords, Nine of Swords. Even though the emotions can be very intense, can be very like it can be like deep anxiety coming to the surface, but they all always, emotions have a message for you, and you just have to find the courage to deal with them and not suppress them. The Moon of Awakening and the Moon of the Longest Night, which is a doorway to new beginnings. So yeah, awakening, love is life's biggest but also most challenging mystery. And figuring out the true nature of yourself or a relationship. Yeah. So this is very in tune with the message of the whole reading, like contemplating over a past relationship that had to end, or a situation that had to end, and not betraying yourself by suppressing your emotions. And once you get through these emotions, a beautiful new beginning is awaiting you. It also says, which old limiting cycles do you want to break through? And write down all your new ways, new ideas and plans and wishes. So that would be a nice way to end this reading, as a means to get through this emotional period of time. Write down everything that comes to the surface and how you would like to transform, and what it is you want to actually create for your own future. So yeah, that's it.